What is it people look for in a game? Is it killer graphics, a fleshed out story, or maybe just a good message for a parent to let their kids play through? Well, this game is all of that wrapped in one. Jotun is a short indie game that brings the intensity and skill of a AAA title. Jotun is a game about a female Viking named Thora who died a dishonorable death, and is now on a quest to prove to the gods that she is worthy to enter Valhalla. Armed with her trusty battle axe and the favor of the gods, she fights her way through the 9 realms in an epic journey of passion, violence, and self-discovery. Thora is a character we can all look up to and see value in, and it's great to see a strong and outgoing female protagonist. She shows that women can have the power to overcome anything to attain their goals. The idea that someone could literally fight gods and giants just to prove that they are a force to be reckoned with is a philosophy I wish we saw more of in today's games. With characters like Thora and themes that focus on Norse mythology, Jotun is both fun and educational. Jotun teaches you to think differently in order to overcome great obstacles. The blend of history, philosophy, and critical thinking all come together in a nicely packaged experience. The world of Jotun is a vast and wild conglomerate of the 9 realms, with beautiful and different imagery no matter where you go. Be it the frozen tundra of Jotunheim or the beautiful forests of Midgard, all are populated with unique and challenging enemies for you to fight along the way. Jotun was entirely hand-drawn and animated, and that level of dedication definitely shows in the final product. When I look out over a cliff and I am met with a huge array of colors, and it leaves me in awe of each and every frame of this game. The 9 realms are a major undertaking as a setting, and the way Jotun does this shows the enormity that is Yggdrasil. The entire game is narrated in Icelandic and has this mystic, otherworldly feel to it that is beautiful.
Haukurinn veðurfölnir, sendiboði Eskifjörðsins.
And to go with the soothing and exotic voice is an A+ soundtrack that puts you in the mood for whatever is coming up next. The feeling of walking across a frozen lake and seeing the words Jormungandr's Lake appear above your head while a low bass drum sets the tone gives such an overwhelming sense of scale. And just when you think you've gotten all you can, it shows a large shadow swimming underneath you to really drive home just how small you are in comparison to the beings you're up against. The feeling of helplessness while at the same time feeling powerful is an interesting emotional curveball, and the deep drum beats of the soundtrack help to convey this in a special way. Jotun, at its core, is a hack-and-slash game with a good degree of difficulty. Throughout the game, every boss has felt both entertaining and original. In Jotun, you are given a top-down view of your world, and all you have at your disposal is a light attack, a heavy attack, and a dodge. As the game goes on, you unlock the ability to do more, but the core attacks and movement remain the same. Only having these limited movements to work with made the combat just as much of a puzzle as the actual puzzles, causing the player to think more about their surroundings instead of just themselves. It was an amazing experience to see Faye smash the ground, filling the arena with hordes of enemies. Though there are only 6 bosses, I found that the environment and additional enemies to be so encapsulating that I would have been okay with any number of encounters. You fight your way through Yara, Faye, Isa, Haugalas, and Kunin, and finally Odin the Allfather. It's nice to see that with the encounters, only one of them is a mainstream Norse god, which I think shows just how much effort went into the research for each enemy. You quickly find that not only is this a hack-and-slash game, but also a puzzle game that relies on exploring the area to find new and exciting things for you to use in battle. One such thing is the god powers, which allow you to use a special move, like heal for half of your health or deal extra damage. Jotun speaks to me on a personal level. Not only is this game just beautiful to hear and see, but it provides a much-needed education about the Norse gods and giants. There is seldom good representation of Norse mythology in media, and I, as a practicing Nordic pagan, feel that this is just the kind of representation we need. For a game to bring people into a world that was once only heard about by word of mouth and immerse them in the situations they face so deeply can be a wonderful experience for pagans and others alike. This game will make you think about all the individuals you meet along the way, and when you're done, you may just go pick up a book on the subject. Jotun is a fantastic game, and I enjoyed every minute I spent playing. I know that a game based entirely on a religion or a set of stories from way back in the past may not be everyone's cup of tea, but Jotun is an experience that is inclusive to people from all walks of life. And I think a game's ability to be genuinely fun no matter the background of the person playing is what games should strive for. Great messages, a fantastic world, beautiful scenery, and a stunning cast make it an amazing game, and all of you should give it a try. My name is Ashley, and I have been your guide through the world of Jotun. Now let's get back to the show.